Okay, so what we're going to do now is talk you through how to move off and stop.
Okay.
So the objectives of today's lesson is to teach you how to prepare the vehicle from the side of the road and move away using the MSM routine and take up a normal driving position in the road.
Okay.
I'll also be teaching you how to stop. So firstly I'll be teaching you how to select a safe, convenient and legal place to stop your vehicle. And then on the approach to stopping we'll be using a routine called MSPSL, which I'll talk you through shortly.
Okay.
And then afterwards I'll be teaching you how to secure the car once you've stopped the vehicle as well.
Okay.
Alright?
Yep.
Any questions there?
Nope.
Magic. So you've got a few different types of moving offs. You've got a flat one, which is what we're doing at the moment, or going to be doing. We've got an angled moving off, a hill start, going up a hill, and then going down a hill as well.
Okay.
And we'll try and cover as many of them as we can, and any that I don't cover, obviously we'll make sure we cover in future lessons, yeah?
Yep.
Now, before you start your engine, it's important that you do the precautions before starting the engine. Do you know what they are?
Check the handbrakes up and it's in neutral.
Yeah. So why would you check the handbrakes on before you start the engine?
So that you don't roll forward or backwards if you're on a hill.
Yeah. What about why should you check it's in neutral?
So that you don't jolt forward or stall. Right, yeah.
Yeah, you got that. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, good. So yeah, you got the idea there. So we've done our precautions. Now, before we move off, we do a routine called the Pom Routine.
Okay.
Now, this stands for Preparation, Observation, Manoeuvre. So the first thing you're going to do is push the clutch down fully, and then you're going to palm the gear lever to the left and then into first gear.
Okay.
All right. Then you're going to set the gas about the thickness of a pound coin, and you'll look at your rev counter, and that will appear just above 1 on the rev counter.
Yeah.
You should also hear the engine noise change. It should sound a little bit louder.
Okay.
Ease the clutch up slowly to the biting point so you feel a tug at the front of the car. Once you feel the tug, that's your biting point, yeah?
Yep.
If you bring it any higher, the car could stall, so you're just going to hold it, hold both feet still where they are, yeah?
Yep.
The car wants to move away, it can't because the handbrake's on, yeah?
Yep.
So now we need to do our observations. We're going to look over our left shoulder, that's our blind spot. Then our left door mirror, looking out for like cyclists coming up the road. Interior mirror, what's behind us, looking ahead, obviously where we're going to go shortly. The door mirror on the right, what might be overtaking. And at that point you're going to ask yourself, would a signal benefit another road user?
Okay.
So if there's anyone like quite a long distance away and that we could move out without affecting them, then we might put a right signal on. Then you'll look over your right shoulder and release the handbrake.
Okay.
If there's nobody around though, we won't need a signal.
Yep.
Okay. Now, assuming you've released the handbrake, the car will begin to move. Now, this is the manoeuvre part, so it's important that you coordinate both feet together at the same time. So, as you release the handbrake, you're going to gradually increase the gas and ease the clutch up slowly. So you're sort of counting to 3. So you're doing that sort of movement there. Yeah?
Yep.
If you just bring the clutch up without increasing the gas gently, what might happen to the car?
It'll stall.
That's it, good. So, coordinating both feet together, you'll take up a normal driving position in the road, so you'll use your focal point on the front of the car that we mentioned. As the car begins to move, you'll ease the clutch up fully and increase the gas if necessary.
Okay.
Just check your mirrors, see if there's anything behind you or beside you, and then cancel your signal once you've taken up your normal driving position.
Yep.
Okay. Any questions there at all?
No, I don't think so.
Alright. Now we'll also be going through how to stop. Now the first thing you need to know is where to stop. So if you look at the road on the right there, that's we wouldn't want to stop too close to that, so you would stay 3 car lengths away from junctions.
Okay.
What would be so dangerous about stopping and parking opposite a junction?
It's going to obstruct other drivers, so I'm going into that close and just make it an awkward situation.
Good. So yeah, we'll definitely look out for them. Also going to look out for double yellow lines. We don't want to block people's driveways, pathways. You may also see this sign around at times. That means clear way, no stopping.
Yep.
So we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. You'll usually find them on faster roads as well.
Okay.
We'll try to avoid stopping on bends, because if we stop on bends, what's the dangers of that?
It's going to be hard to see to get out of the bend, right?
So if someone tries to go round us on a bend, do you think they might be able to, say if the bend goes round to the left here, do you think the car going round will have a good view of what's
coming? No, right.
No, so, if it's a gradual one, it's not a major problem, but if it's quite a sharp one, then obviously that's a no-no.
Okay.
Once you've identified a safe place to stop, you're going to check your mirrors. So which mirrors do you think you would check for pulling up on the left?
Your interior and your left arm.
Good. So we're looking out for what's behind us. And as you slow down, sometimes cyclists can catch you up. So
Yeah.
If you see something like that, then you might have to just double check your mirrors as you come into a stop. Once you've done that, then we apply a signal. If there's nobody around us that the signal will benefit, then we won't require a signal.
Okay.
Our position, we're going to use the focal point on the front of the grille, line that up with the curb, but don't let it go over.
Okay.
Okay. Now once that's nicely in line, you're going to brake gently, and then just as the car begins to judder, or just before it judders, you're going to push the clutch down.
Okay.
Another heads up that you should push the clutch down is you'll hear the engine revs lower.
Yep.
Okay. So we should put the clutch down just before the car comes to a stop. Why do we do that?
So you don't stall.
That's it, great. So we'll keep the clutch down as well, and then we'll brake gently to finish off the stopping.
Okay.
Just as you come to a stop, if you keep your foot on the brake, sometimes you can get a lurch forward, so just come off it slightly so you don't get that lurch, alright?
Yeah.
And then reapply. Once you've stopped, you will need to secure the car, so it'll be handbrake, neutral, and then cancel your signal, alright?
Yeah.
Any questions there?
No.
Now lastly, before we move off, we will have to use our mirrors at times, because where we are at the moment, it does go around in a bit of a circle, but what if we see a parked vehicle in front of us? We'll need to check certain mirrors to see if it's safe to go around it.
Yeah.
So if we're increasing our speed, we'll check our interior mirror.
Okay.
We want to know if anything's overtaken as we go to increase our speed. Yeah?
Okay.
Obviously if we do see something overtaken, then we won't increase our speed.
Yeah.
We need to also check our mirror before we slow down. Why do you think we would do that?
To see how close a car behind's following.
Great, yeah. We'll also check our mirrors before changing direction. So if you see a parked vehicle on the left and we need to move out for it, which mirrors would we check?
On the left. Oh, the interior and right.
Good. And what do you think you're looking out for there?
Other cars coming towards us. No?
So if you're going around a parked vehicle
Right, yeah.
and you check these mirrors, do you think you're going to see anything coming that way?
No.
Where? So it'll be behind you. So what you're looking out for, things that are overtaking, yeah?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
one.
I know what you're on about, don't worry. Yes, so we do that. And if we stop at traffic lights, we'll need to check both door mirrors before we move off.
Okay.
And if we see a potential hazard, like a kid running out into the road, we check our mirror. A kid running out on the road, it depends on how far away it is. It could be an emergency stop, that one a good example. But if we see a bull go out into the road, what might follow the bull?
A person.
Yeah, kid, hopefully. So a kid will, so we check our mirror,
Okay.
and then obviously we can know what's behind us, and then that kid might follow the bull.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
So obviously there's a lot to remember, so don't worry if you forget. I'll keep reinforcing what we've just spoken about, alright?
Okay.
Obviously you've got yourself set up to move off. How are your mirrors? Are they okay for you?
I'm just going to adjust the interior. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've already got the engine on because the aircon's on.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is talk you through how to move off and stop.
Okay.
As you start to pick it up, I'll ease off the instruction, okay?
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to do is push the clutch down fully.